Virgo, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to the reading, Virgo. We are going to connect with energies for you. What would be the energies available for Virgo? For that, we are going to receive the message from your guides through this beautiful Avalon Oracle. Let's see what your guides tell us. Well, beautiful. The butterfly. The butterfly speaks to us directly about beauty and transformation, by the way, right? The number 25 is an important number for you, as well as the number 7, which is obviously the numerological result. We can also take it that way. The butterfly card is foreshadowing something for us where the energy of beauty truly presents itself. It is a sign that something wonderful is about to manifest, bringing with it a sense of grace and transformation that is clearly meant for you now. I am told that you might be on the verge of receiving a proposal, a gift, something truly beautiful that is genuinely worthy of gratitude toward the person who is giving it to you. If you find yourself in this energy, the power of beauty is in your life, so you have to know how to use it. This comes to remind you that you are currently transforming your whole world into beauty. It tells me that beauty, meaning beauty is in plain sight, and you are also seeing things or opportunities or people in a different way. It tells me that you are also finding beauty in dark places. I am not talking on a personal level, and you are surprised by how beautiful, you are finding the situation. It tells me that what could be perfection is perceived everywhere, and that you must be aware that to realize this, if you haven't done so yet, you simply have to open your eyes because beauty is right there. I truly love this energy for you. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Keep in mind that these readings are always generalized for everyone watching along today. You may need to have a personal consultation, and in that case, you would do it with me. For that, you have to schedule it through the website. You always see the address here in the video and also a pinned comment on your sign so that you go directly to the page. Well, let's see what the fairies tell us now and what energy they would be placing us. Let's see. Well, the energy of balance as well, and the energy that everything you have sown returns to your life multiplied. I love all of this. Well, it is telling me this. It is telling me that something is also being clarified on a mental level. And it is very important that I tell you this because there you can also find beauty, right? In what you cannot see clearly at this moment. That is why many things in your environment are shifting mentally. It tells me that what Virgo has sown is being returned multiplied. I would also say that something beautiful for you could be an unexpected windfall of money coming your way. Saw that they speak to me about a gift. They told us, you are about to receive a great gift. This, be grateful for it. Take it also as a sign. Regarding what I was telling you about unexpectedly receiving a sum of money, it tells me that if you are specifically waiting to receive funds, that money is coming. You're going to be intelligent and cautious enough to know how to manage that money and plan for your future with it. This confirms you have the foresight to make the most of what is headed your way. In other words, whether it is a loan you are currently awaiting or perhaps some money you requested through a specific channel, you're going to be in a position to invest those funds. You will certainly witness the profit and you will see firsthand how everything you are doing or projecting returns to you, coming back to you multiplied in the process. It is truly significant to understand that this flow of abundance is linked to your own actions, your foresight, and the smart, careful way you choose to manage these resources for your future. It tells me you can choose better than you have been, even if until today you didn't know how, right? Well, choose this form, choose this way. I come through here. I am coming along this line in this direction, and I was not finding the way to choose another direction, right? Because what is happening? Virgo could have chosen, better said, that place in that direction, and it is not convenient for them. It is not convenient for them to go that way, and more so now that they are receiving something they have requested in a timely manner, and that has to do with their economic progress. It may be best for you to change directions now because you have the possibility to do so, and because in another place you have better prospects for growth. You are certainly seeing things more clearly now and in a more beautiful way. It tells me to flee from anything malicious on the part of other people that does not contain the truth. You must stay away from anything that is not genuine or sincere. That inspires you. That denotes a certain falsehood from the outside. It also tells me that you put aside what are worries that had unsettled you regarding certain things. First, that you did not have clarity at that moment. Now you do. You are more receptive. You are opening your eyes more, as the guides card told you. And you may already be ready, prepared now to make a decision. That is why you are obviously evaluating the possibility of changing direction or choosing differently, because now you can see things with more clarity. Certainly meditate, because they are going to offer you something that brings solutions. Meditate. Do not rush to make a decision that you might regret in the future. You also have the need to recover a little bit of energy, because it may be that this whole previous situation has worn you out a bit and has, generated situations of stress. So it is telling me that it is also a good time when you see that you start to get solutions that come hand in hand with what I told you first. Why not take, well, a small break, a small vacation? I mean, leisure time, because it would be very convenient since you have to be ready and prepared for what is to come. Let's see, which is very good, by the way, right? Let's see what else the cards let us see. Well, impressive. Possibilities and new changes, new projects, new things that are coming there. Someone, or obviously you, is in a very interesting situation regarding matters that also go hand in hand with your personal progress. You are in luck. You are in luck with many things. Well, you still need to know how. Perhaps for some of you. To maintain your balance and work from a place, how should I put it, from that sense of equilibrium, so that everything stays in perfect alignment? It is vital to know, quite conveniently, exactly where I should be dedicating my focus or my energy, all while ensuring that I do not unbalance those other important things that I already have currently in motion, right? How do I actually manage to make everything work together in such a beautiful, seamless, and harmonious way? How can I balance it all so that everything truly flourishes? As the first card tells you in its broadest sense, right? The Two of Pentacles is a very interesting card when we tackle several things at once, wanting to do them all simultaneously, and needing to make a decision to stick with what is most practical, because this is what you asked for. You asked for these movements, and the movements are arriving. You asked for changes, and the changes are beautiful and positive. All that which brings a renewal and also makes your life move in a different way. Because that is why it is so important to be ready and prepared with that energy recovered, not stressed, and with a clear mind, because you are going to have to pay a lot of attention to a flow or something that makes it possible for your life to move in a different way, since there's something that is specifically transforming the energy of the butterfly of how you had been doing it. So your economy, your personal life, and your relationships are all transforming. Naturally, this might make you want to focus exclusively on just one thing while forgetting everything else. However, you must try to address it all, leave nothing to chance, and maintain unity. They are asking you to try to address everything, not to leave anything to chance, to be capable of maintaining unity, and in that unity, balance will be found. Adapt to these changes and flow with them. Keep an open mind, just as the first card told you, and then you will see how everything that seemed to be disorienting you begins to clear up, revealing the path forward with newfound perfect and absolute clarity. Everything that could have been limiting you ends. I mean, you also get out of what is an energy of disagreement, of lack of control, because you are capable of balancing all of that. And obviously here in this card, which is the King of Wands card, it speaks to me of a great, great, great manifestation of something you desire to have. So you are being prepared to step into a situation that empowers you, sets you free, and grants you independence. A situation that makes you feel much better about your reality. You are moving toward a space where you can finally embrace the life you truly deserve to be living today. Because furthermore, not only did you ask for this, you worked for this, but you are being a conscious manifester today, and so you move to action. How do you manifest? By acting, through action. And that which brings you the multiplied, as this first card tells you, is coming to you. All the possibilities multiplied are coming your way. It may also be that these energies represent a person who is secure and determined to pursue something with you from a relational place. They are someone who knows exactly how to handle their feelings, their approach, and their intentions toward a committed relationship. It is someone who knows how to handle very well what they feel, how they feel it, how they're going to do it, how they are going to approach, who is recognizing things, and wants to sustain a relationship with you in a coherent way. First, they are liberating themselves, and while they are going to act from decision, determination, and they are doing everything possible to, in some way, make concrete what that person manifests and desires with you, and you are going to see it literally. And here you have a fabulous card, which is the Death card. The Death card is speaking to us about a great transformation. Well, what can I tell you? The first card and the last card makes sense, right? Renewal, change, and termination of a stage. What does it do? It prepares us for a new beginning. It is indicating to us that the change that you asked for, that you requested, the most important and the strongest of all, you are going to live it shortly. It is not a change that you will go without noticing. On the contrary, it is a deep change that manifests itself in a visible way in all areas of your life. That is why this little reading you have speaks to me of a moment where the force of life invades you so that you can, well, move into renewed action. As I told you previously, getting rid of everything that no longer makes sense has no place in your life to give way to the new. You have to plan to take action, because in that taking action, the new appears and something old ceases to exist in your life. So, yes or no, it is a truly powerful change. It is an inevitable change. It is a necessary change. And above all, you are also already prepared for a new opportunity. That is, you are prepared to develop yourself in a new version. That is why you have the butterfly card. So at this moment, yes or no, all the conditions are already adapted to that beauty that you are intending and to that vibe that you have at this moment. So you are now succeeding no matter what in reaching the perfection of what you desire. You are aligned with that same energy. It is a moment where you are really letting go of things that tied you to restrictions, and you are embracing only the new opportunities that are presented right before your eyes. That is why it is so important to open your eyes. Perhaps you were going through a period where it seemed that nothing was happening, that everything was really still, stopped, or even felt lifeless. However, this is ending, and it ends forever. And you're in a moment where you have to trust and surrender yourself to the new, because doors are opening in front of you. Those doors are the ones that lead you to the new stages full of possibilities. And those possibilities are matters that you are going to begin. That is why it is important to understand that this is the most beautiful moment for you, whether it comes hand in hand with economic compensation or whether it comes hand in hand with emotional compensation. Let's see what the angels want to tell us now as advice, Virgo. Well, it says, children are very important to you. They represent your love, all included, the inner child that you carry within. They require love, tenderness, and attention. We can open your heart and provide you the necessary help so that you can organize your life and thus have more time and energy available to dedicate to the children who need it. Well, this has to do with the Two of Pentacles. When the Two of Pentacles appears in a reading, one has to, know how to dose time, energy, and resources in different areas of their life. And this may have to do with that wake-up call as well, to understand that, whether it is your inner child who asks you for more fun, who asks you for, rest, who asks you for that attention from the place that you understand, you must attend to your inner child, like those who are also children, right? Children, adolescents, people who are important to you in your life and are requesting your presence. Because you may be very dedicated to what is maintaining balance with all this new that arrives, and that is very good. But sometimes the Two of Pentacles specifically asks us for that. It asks us not to take things so to heart, so intensely, and to give ourselves that space to interact with fun in a more playful way. And what a coincidence that the energy of the child comes up. So we are going to connect with all of this so that it happens.